Have you ever felt lost, like everything you once knew was gone? That's exactly where our story begins, with a woman named Naomi. During a famine, she and her family left their home in Bethlehem for a foreign land called Moab. But tragedy struck. Her husband died, and then, her 2 sons also passed away, leaving her with 2 daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth. Heartbroken, Naomi decided to return to Bethlehem, her homeland. She urged her daughters-in-law to go back to their own families, to find new husbands and new lives. Orpah, with tears, said goodbye. But Ruth clung to Naomi and spoke some of the most famous words of loyalty ever: "Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you. For where you go I will go, and where you lodge I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." So, the 2 women, a grieving mother and a devoted daughter-in-law, journeyed to Bethlehem. They arrived with nothing, just as the barley harvest was beginning. To survive, Ruth went to glean, which meant gathering leftover grain in the fields after the reapers, a provision God had made for the poor. As fate, or perhaps divine providence, would have it, she ended up in a field belonging to a man named Boaz. Boaz was a wealthy, respected man, and he also happened to be a relative of Naomi's late husband. When Boaz saw Ruth, he was struck by her hard work and her incredible loyalty to Naomi, a story that had already spread through the town. He went out of his way to protect her. He told his workers to leave extra grain for her and made sure she had water and food. He saw her character, her kindness, and her steadfast heart. Ruth came home that evening with a huge amount of grain and told Naomi what had happened. Naomi's hope was reignited. She recognized Boaz's name and realized he was a kinsman redeemer, someone who could rescue their family from poverty and continue their family line. Following Naomi's wise counsel, Ruth took a bold step. One night, she went to the threshing floor where Boaz was celebrating the harvest. In a symbolic act of humility and trust, she lay at his feet, asking him to be their family's redeemer. Boaz was deeply moved by her integrity. He praised her for seeking refuge not just with him, but under the wings of the God of Israel. He promised to take care of everything. And he did. Boaz legally and publicly redeemed Naomi's family land and took Ruth as his wife. Their story, which started in bitterness and loss, transformed into one of joy and new beginnings. They had a son named Obed, who would become the grandfather of the great King David. The story of Ruth and Boaz is a beautiful testament to how faith, loyalty, and kindness can turn tragedy into triumph. It shows us that even in our darkest moments, there is hope for redemption and a brighter future. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.